welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 26 of our Wulfrik the Wanderer Mortal Empires campaign. In today's episode, we have ourselves a battle against Balthazar Gelt and the Golden Order. He is fielding, it looks like the Emperor's finest. He's got some huntsmen here to try to take down our big beasties, some crossbows, a couple Empire Knights, and even some Hippogriff Knights to help with our large units. The mortars are probably my least, or at least the unit of his that I am least scared of. Balthazar himself being a nasty spellcaster, he'll be throwing all sorts of metal spells down and ripping our infantry teams to shreds. Let's get this battle started. Right then, so what we're going to want to try to do with Wulfrik is draw his heroes out of the individual, his individual heroes out into combat. Looks like a lot of them are in the air. Several of them are on Pegasi. And then the warrior priest Magnus is back there in the back. I would like to try to slam some of the chariots, or at least not the chariots, our soul crusher mammoths on through the line into these mortars to try to shut them down. The biggest issue that our soldiers are going to face is not going to be those mortar teams, though. It is definitely going to be Balthazar Gelt and his magic. So let's bring the lads. Where do we attack from? Let's overwhelm these two units of cavalry on this side. So let's grab all of the wolves, bring them up on the top, have the Marauder champions leading the charge. I will scoot them apart just a little bit there so stray bullets don't take out multiple units at once. We'll have the great weapons on the side, both sides, and then all of the javelin men ready to go. Yes, all of the javelin men but one. Let's throw two of them up front. The rest of these three kind of on the side. When we get a little bit closer, we gotta give them more individual targets. We'll have these guys in a group guard mode. Same thing. Let's have the axemen up on this side to act as both shield and obnoxious shield breaker units. Wulfrik up front to try to absorb those cannon shots. Same thing. We'll have the Feral Mammoth on this side because he's a little bit more squishy. Better to fight these guys on this side, while Soul Crusher holds the more exposed flank. Trolls on this end to help out with the Knights that charge on in. Alright then. Spells we are going to need to be making good use of is probably going to be the Withering to drop the leadership of already pretty low leadership on the Empire soldiers. And then any of the big blobs of great swords, hit them with a pit of shades. Get it started. They do have advantage with the mortar teams. We're going to try to push through his front line there with Wulfrik and the mammoths. Take the hill, please. Looks like the two captains are going that direction. All right, Wulfrik, you go straight through the line then and hit those mortars. Speed up. Bring the mammoth on around. They're going to start taking some shots with the huntsman there. I'm not concerned. You guys charge on in at the same time. Bring them down. Keep moving around the outside. As soon as you get in too close, they're going to try to start fleeing. We can drop down the Tempest. We should have probably done it in there, but we can drop it on these guys as we get a little bit closer. Activate it immediately. Perfect. Now keep charging through. Ignore the others if you can. Seafang as well. Pull on away. Keep these guys chasing down the Griffin halberds there. Shut down the artillery teams. Let's get the infantry moving on in. Oh, that wasn't exactly proper. Meanwhile, all of our javelins, go ahead and pick targets. You two go after Balthazar if you can. Big Mammoth, give himself some armor resist there. Combined arms over here on this side. Bring them down. And actually, you guys are probably strong enough now. You can probably take these guys in melee. Why, I take it back. They immediately got obliterated. All right, Wulfrik, let's charge on in after some of these huntsmen there. Don't take too much damage. Woof, that is hurting. Metal spells dropping down. Try to dodge what you can. It'll be pretty tough, though. All right, we are missing out on our Pit of Shades casting. We're definitely going to lose some of our biggest and baddest. Let's keep Wulfrik charging through that line there. You guys start charging up this way. Skin Wolves are struggling a little bit here. They've got a lot of enemies, a bunch of heroes and stuff involved on this fight. Huntsmen are starting to get involved as well. Very good at stopping individual units from doing much damage. Chased them off pretty easily there. Switch targets. Get his golden hounds, causing all the problems. Get on in there. Drop in the pendulum through this group. Then as soon as it does activate, we'll go ahead and drop down the Occam's Mind Razor. Can't quite get it overcast, can we? Alright, slow down the Empire Knights then, so we don't have to keep worrying about them charging on around. Getting smashed up by all of the different archer groups. Finally, they're free. Alright, you guys start slaying these individual huntsmen. Meanwhile, the Skin Wolves are struggling pretty hard up in the north. They're getting his golden hounds coming down. Let's pull them away from that if we can. I chase them right around that corner. And fighting against Balthazar is no fun, especially when you're going to sit up there in the sky the whole time. Very brave of you, Gelt.
Yes, Lord. Now.
Bring them on back around. These guys should easily bring the huntsmen down in a melee, but it looks like they're actually struggling, so let's give them some help. Pull them back against the greatswords there that are actually taking some damage on them. Ignore the mage and such. We can go for a bit of Melkoth's on Balthazar, just get some more damage on him so he flees faster because he won't come down and face us. Alright, they're broken. Bring them around. We definitely took some damage here, so we're probably going to have to sit and replenish a bit. Come on, Skin Wolves. Rip those great swords apart. Empire Captain's just going to keep charging out and back into combat. Keep reapplying his charge bonus there. Gelt gets one more cast, and then he flees. Giving us the victory. Alright then, well, we do have a bit of casualties to try to hunt on down, see how many of these heroes we can eliminate keep from escaping here. Then I will catch you all back at the campaign map. Alright, we'll take the victory. It was a Pyrrhic one, but none of our soldiers fell completely. That means everyone's going to replenish on up. 459 lost to Balthazar's entire army there. We'll go ahead and sacrifice those captives to the Dark Gods. And he will retreat. What we need to do is press our advantage there and attack the Griffin Wood once more. We gain Metal Storm, so more armor for the entire army, which is awesome.
I am the one.
They definitely need it. Alright, final point is going to be immediately chucked into Mentor there, so we're sharing the rest of our experience across all of our heroes.
Fight.
Same thing with Jurgesh here.
Masters, yes.
Maximum experience share. We could either bring down Balthazar or go after the Griffin Wood.
Empire.
The Griffin Wood has lots of crossbows.
No escape.
We would take some damage.
The nation calls. Raise Sigma. The eternal.
Could we instead hang out in a raiding stance, do some stealing? I think we should probably do some replenishing and some snatching of some goods. Let's go ahead and scoot a little ways in so we can chase Balthazar next turn if we need to. And then with our current amount of gold here, Thelman, you may have to hang out and wait for Ungram, who is coming on over towards Gislev pretty quick. So you're going to turn around. Carl, I'm going to hope, is enough to deal with Herrick up here. Hopefully we can catch him into a ambush he doesn't want to take. Bit of an upgrade to the Ruinous Kiln here in the Forbidden Citadel. And quick jump cut, we had a call from the Lady Wizard. Alright, let's get back to the campaign. So, we do have the issue with Ugax still sieging us down. He has a pretty sizable advantage here with all of his mages and all of the different huge exalted heroes here he's got. We are probably going to lose that fight quite badly. Hopefully we don't get any of those items stolen. In fact, I'm kind of keen on taking them away from him just because that looks like it's such an overwhelmingly losable battle. So let's actually take these two items back. I will keep the ancillaries on him to give him at least a fighting chance here, but I don't want to lose any of our items, especially not the unique ones. So Take them off of him. We'll give them on over here to Ongrim instead.
Ravage.
Ongrim the Reclaimer, we'll call him. I'm gonna give you, I guess, an enchanted shield. That's not great, but not bad either, I guess. While you travel, do I give you some more soldiers? I believe so. Let's go for the Marauders. I think the ones with spears. Yep. They actually have a little bit more defense. They'll stick in a lot longer and allow our big beasties to smash over and over and over again. Wait, Leif needs to come on over here and deal with Halfthor. Halfthor. You fool. The giants. That was not... Listen, Be'lakor, you better stay dead. Not playing with you. Got 8,000 gold to work with, though. Throg. Time to fight the Dawi. Black Iron Mine needs punching. Bring it. Would be a decisive victory. Auto result. Oh, man. Not enough forces for us to really warrant fighting it. So, crush. 80 lost. We gain a Pigeon Plucker pendant. Let's go ahead and sack the settlement for a cool... Was that 7,000? Sold. Got an enchanted shield. We'll turn back around and claim it. For the iron. Occupy. Yeah, we could raise it, but that iron is too nice as a faction-wide bonus. Go ahead and delete this building here and just repair it. Get ready to profit.
A battle is foreseen.
Why are you whispering?
I'll be there.
Thank you, bud. Start moving up and around and kind of seeing what's going on with Karazakarak. Looks like they're kind of... This is probably what land they've gained through Confederation, so they weren't super ready to actually keep it under control. We'll come on over and claim Black Crag next and grab the gold mine. Really need to start working on the Great Mahard. So actually, let's grab our Monsters Arcanum. I always forget this thing doesn't actually give us a notification, which is my own fault. So we go for a Blorgar and the Mad Titan, giving us the Sneaky Giant Club. Just an explosion. Gives us more melee attack and weapon damage. I mean, that's fun. I don't want to fight the Wood Elves right now. Count me out. The Great Mahard, let's go for them. The last of the Great Mahard, which gives us a... Is this a banner? Looks like it. Deathblow and Frenzy. Looks like this goes on Mammoths. Fair enough. A great prize awaits the hunter who dares brave the most desolate reaches of the northern tundra. One particular herd of mammoths, known as the Great Mahard of the Blood Fjord, has earned notoriety throughout the tribes for having the most powerful and unpredictably aggressive beasts in its parade. Slaying them will surely bring great favor. And we challenge them. We got a Plague, the Black Iron Mine. So be it. We need to move any character to Winterpire. Which just so happens that Eric is in our way. Well, hello, Eric. Would you like to die? Oh, we still have to end the turn. We'll get to that then.
In blood.
Okay, you sign it in blood here at Weissenmoon. Do some more technology stealing.
Turn it to rubble.
Or fail. That is a pot of eyes. You failed me. Working on the ravaging of the dwarves ever so slowly. And that's going to be absolutely incredible once that kicks off. Poor Dawi won't even know what hit him. Got 15,000. I'm trying to figure out exactly where we want to spend this. Armored skin wolves are not all that useful just because, I mean, they've got armor. I do take that back. Cave of the Dark Offerings would give us more skin wolves too. We are Bale Fiends for the magic. Let's go for more skin wolves. Do we have anything that gives us more... Hope it's pretty well defended. Novchalzi, I don't really want to upgrade right now. Lair of the Troll King, also I don't want to upgrade it right now. Altar of the Crimson, we could get another one of the buildings for the skin wolves. Tower Croc is pretty well defended. The Forbidden Citadel is as well. Huh. Not a lot that I'm looking to actually upgrade then. Ugh. Okay. We'll go ahead and grab the glacial passages here at the Monolith. For more Bale Fiends. Pretty decent casters there. And they're not bad in combat. Let's get through. Check our diplomacy real fast though. Tong looked to be deteriorating rather quickly. Sylvania wants a trade agreement. Hey, you know what? For now, we will take
much
this.
to discuss, and thou art most welcome.
Thou art most
At
welcome.
last.
Thanks, buddy.
Verminous valor.
Let's grab one of your missions, though. Emperor Karl Franz is only worth 12. Balthazar Gelt is worth 14. Let's go ahead and finish him off then. Sounds good. 14 more alliance points. Love to steal this army here. It has way better soldiers. They got the Bilious Thunderguff in there as well. Way better soldiers that I can get out of your outposts, which is just pitiful. How's everyone doing? Looks like everyone has moved to their extent. Sweet. So going into Wulfrik, and we'll end the turn. Oh, Ungrum. Attacking Vitvio. These poor, that's a lot of Trollhammer torpedoes. Ungrum is rolling heavy. Axe of Dargo, Slayer Crown, and the Dragon Cloak of Firescar. Yeah. We lose. And the Decadent Host moves on the Monolith. Now that they are attacking our walls, I think we have at least a chance. Let's go ahead and throw the Gleaming Pendant down on the Lord there. And let's prepare to defend. The mages are going to be a real problem. What kind of spells they have? Spirit Leech and Melkoth. Luckily, none of the huge infantry clearing spells. That is very useful for us. Let's get in there and defend. Yeah, here at the Decadent Host, we're better than you, and we know it. They've got 3 deployment zones, or they've got 3 deployments, rather. Looks like all of the hounds are on this side. I kind of want to deploy all the soldiers over here, chase them off first, and let... Where's our key building, though? This is our key building. That is going to be almost impossible to defend, but if they capture the key building, we start losing 100% regardless of how well we defend. So I think we hold up here to start, chase off the Demonettes and all the hounds, and then we kind of start pushing through the rest of the settlement. So let's first throw in the... How many towers does this one have access to? Just 1. Gross. Okay. This one up top here has several towers to be used. The enemy really don't like moving through tower locations. Let's actually do a little bit of a split deployment here. So we're gonna have Javelins would be a bad call, but I think axes wouldn't be too bad. Let's go ahead and throw 1 unit of Marauder Champions. Let them take the brunt of the charge. And we'll have the Berserkers in behind them, ready to kind of rip through anything that does try to get in there. We'll have 1 more unit, or we'll have 1 unit of the... Hunter should be able to throw off and over there, right? We can only hope. Should be able to rip through those Demonettes pretty quickly as a group there. Okay, so we'll make sure that I know these 3 units are working together. We're going to actually leave Sigurd here with them. And that should help make sure that they don't lose. Still a chance. So I'm tempted to leave more back there with them, but yeah, we will. The Skin Wolves as well. Good goodness. Throw in the tower up here. The enemy really does not like moving through towers, so let's go ahead. Actually, we can afford a single tier 3 tower, which is going to give us, what, piercing explosive damage? This is down to 0. Or we could go for 1 tier 1 tower and 1 tier 2. You know, let's do that. We'll go for the single tier 2 tower on this side. We'll do the tier 1 over here. Then we'll upgrade once the battle really starts going. Okay, so to start this frontal engagement here, we'll have the Spearmen up front. 2 units of Great Axes ready to kind of fill in. We'll have you guys ready to kind of hang out on the shores there and at least bog people down as they try to come up in a round. So these guys are already in a group. Back to planning masterful defenses, if we can even do that. Alright, let's have the Javelins behind. So you guys actually have to move. Javelins behind. Perfect. We do have to worry about all of the spellcasters, so we'll kind of move them around just a little bit. Although they are, as I say, we have to worry about the spellcasters. They're just using Melkoths. Just using Melkoths. Perfect. All right, bring these guys back. We have a lot of defenders to hold the line here. Marauder Great Axes behind the regular Marauders there. These guys kind of on the side, and we'll have these throwing axes up in the front. Should be able to cause all sorts of havoc. A bunch of these other guys docked and ready to fight. is the other group. Make sure everyone is in that is already kind of in position there. Two more berserkers. Hold them around to hold this line here. One up front, one further behind. Perfect. Let's get this thing started. Skin wolves with one, and battle begin. Go up and hold the line. They may choose to go the other way entirely. It looks like there is mages on this side. He was hiding in the back. Glad we brought their extra troops. They had several that were hiding. They're moving up to claim that position. A Spirit Leech gone down on the Spearman, which is the perfect target. Excellent. Use more of that. Let's go for the Chaos Warriors of Nurgle. Those great weapons are going to be a huge issue. Finish them off if you can. Here come the Marauders. Melkoth's is a pretty nasty spell. Go for the Demonettes, please. Another Melkoth's going down on the champions. Go ahead and charge them down. You guys as well. You get in there on the Exalted Hero. And you guys go ahead and just start ripping in as well. Get in on those Marauders. Here they come. You come on in and just kind of start bothering the... he's on skirmish already, which is perfect. I was going to actually add them in for once. I actually think we will go ahead and add the monument in for more leadership. Or they're just going to go right on by to try to shut down the point there. Yes, we got to drag them back in.
Show the masters.
Kind of blunt that charge as much as we can there. Move everyone in on them.
Smell that beer.
Those javelins flying and tear down those trolls as quick as we can. Over on this end. Lots of the enemy are fleeing. I'd love to see it. You bring down the sorcerer. But I want you to bring down the sorcerer so we'll have the champions keep fighting the demonettes.
Kill them!
Oh, that was the worst example of skirmish I've ever seen. Get yourself out of that fight. You guys come on down. Start throwing those axes. You guys bring yourselves over to help out. Looks like there are plenty of trolls coming on around that need to be slain. You should win that fight. Burn and finish them off. Looks like all of the enemy is fleeing, although all of the dogs at least. Keep chasing these doggos off. We've got 800. We could probably go ahead and grab in some more. Another tower here. Let's grab. As soon as it turns into a piercing 2. Yes, please. Axes have perfect targets down the hill. I'm having a really hard time pulling out of that fight, but please keep trying. Javelins are ripping them to shreds. He's not exactly winning this battle here. Oh yeah, we can just use these guys. What am I doing? You pull on away, get them moving the wrong direction. We should be able to bring them down. We're going to move on over to try to claim that position, so let's get them moving to stop that. We've already got some guys over there. Alright, you come on up. Deal with them. Berserkers rip through those marauders. Alright, their leader is fleeing on away like a coward. Love to see it. Bring the javelins up. One unit. Such weird geometry here. Come on, be nice to me. They say no. Alright, you guys go ahead and hunt down these hounds. They're all by themselves. Perfect targets. Alright, you go after these trolls here. Rush on down the hill. We need all the extra damage. I think we got him, though. I think we got him. Another monument looks good. Let's back them up just a smidge. A lot of enemies coming up the hill. These horsemen are doing a terrible job of retreating. Oh, yeah, it's because they're in skirmish mode. There you go. Skirmish mode was breaking things. They did manage to capture our zone. Spearmen are in with the trolls as they should be. Break on away from your dock and then come on over here to attack these Marauder horsemen. Thank you. Interesting. And Wolves haven't quite won that battle yet. It's not over till it's over.
Obliterate them.
Bring them around. Plenty of javelins are being chucked.
Get them!
Should be ripping those hounds apart. That should be an easy fight.
Bring us to carnage! Tremble, mortals!
Plenty of extra javelins flying on in. Let's go ahead and throw these axes at the Exalted Hero up front there.
Yes,
You guys all
sir.
surround the aspiring champ. Bring them down. Rip through those hounds. Go ahead and come on over here. Claim that position back.
Chaos Marauders!
Alright, they're shattered. That's that. Make sure the Exalted Hero does not escape.
Kill the Sanders!
It'll be very tough to chase off that sorcerer there, but we do manage to claim that victory.
Chaos Marauders!
Gotta slay as many of the attackers as we can. These poor invaders. Rip to shreds. Slay them as they run. You got awesome colored shields, but that won't do it for you. I'm gonna chase down as many of these fools as I can, as I said, and I'll catch y'all back to the campaign map.
Take it, Southerner!
Alright, we'll take the victory there. Chase off Ikugax, which is just in time because here comes the army full of ROR units. We'll go ahead and sacrifice those that survived. And then Aggle has come on over to face us directly. Interesting. Here's what happens to you. Step. That's unfortunate. Even in March stance, we are more than a match for the Mammoth Rider. We'll go ahead and sacrifice those captives and move to reclaim our settlement. The old fool. Supervisor. More movement range. Sweet. Always love more movement range. Move up here and claim the Troll Fjord back for ourselves.
Consents.
We'll do some raiding on the way over then.
Fine. Decamping.
Barodin Spawn Seekers moving on around. This army would be much more difficult to stop in the siege because the Knights of Immolation can just fly over the top and harass whoever they want. He can still just go ahead and recruit up another force and
Overrun the world.
fight wherever he wants, so let's get ready for that. I kind of like this as Seduction to the Serpent ability just for the ability to break units early. It drops their leadership by a full 16, which is really useful in certain situations. Gets guys running way soon. So let's go for the Indulger and the Exotic. Vigor loss reduction for the entire army, Intoxicating Visions, and we'll start going towards the Seduction to the Serpent. Actually, I take it back. Grab these two, and then the Dominating Presence. Then we'll start recruiting him up a whole heap of Marauders. Just some very cheap units. Grab 2 Spear Marauders. We just need some extra guys here while the Mammoths come on around.
Yes, Lord.
For all of the Ice Wolves and Trolls. He's recruiting up what he can. Facing off against Chaos repeatedly is not what I intentionally had planned on.
Tribesmen, gather.
We'll keep you in ambush stance. Can we do that in Winterfire? Looks like Eric went on down south, so we'll just come on over and claim Winterfire.
My favor. Into
We'll have to
the
fight it
fray.
to make sure we minimize casualties, because that's a bunch of champions. Yep, fight this one just to minimize casualties, as said. Let's get on in there. Alright. Start deployment. Got this icy monolith to break here. Should be no problem. Grab the Marauders. Gonna have them just filing in as everyone else slays what is in our way there. We'll have the 2 Spearmen onto this side. The green line is really hard to see. Move them to there. Icehorn Marauders hanging out with the Spearmen. Perfect. We'll have the Chariots on this side as well. We can just drag them around to wherever we want. The Mammoths leading the charge for both sides here. We'll probably actually have them as one Assault Force. Trolls on one at the other end there with the Skid Wolves. Lord up front on his Chariot. Death Mage, and then our Fire Mage.
That's what the master's been!
Everyone in their groups. And let's get this battle started. Norska indeed.
Get them!
Drag them around the backside here. Go ahead and bring all of the trolls in. Smash these Marauder Horsemen. You guys smash in here. We'll bring these 2 Marauders. All 4 of them, rather. Up to do battle with these Hounds. Or these Spearmen, either one. While the Lord charges in on these guys as well.
For the gods!
Alright, Mammoths. In. Everyone else, go ahead and work in behind them. In marches death. Up the hill they charge. These guys are like, oh, absolutely not. Get the javelins ready, though. One wolf took all of those javelins. Thank you there, Bob. Your brethren, thank you for your sacrifice. Chariots can work their way around. We'll actually have them just come up here and claim this position, because there's not much they can do about it. Push you through the line. Kid wolves keep fighting. Everyone just keep pushing through. These Norsemen Warhounds want to try to get in our way, honestly. Let's show them the true meaning of war. Push them through. Mammoth thread causing all sorts of havoc. Let's go ahead and drop down the Soul Blight on everyone hanging out with us here. As well as for you. Oh, we could have got the Burning Head. Next time.
Prepare to ruin.
Push them through the line. We'll actually just charge them under these Marauders here. They're all by themselves. Should be an easy smashing. And we'll start ripping these guys apart here. Dashing on these Spearmen who are definitely about to be off foot. Get stepped on. Chariots smash into the Marauders. Perfect, let's pull them away now. Get another charge in just a moment. Our Death Mage needs to definitely get out of combat. He should not be fighting in the front lines. He is but a Death Mage. Alright, Mammoths, come on over here to smash these Marauders here. Icehorn, come on after the Marauder Hunters that are hanging out. Spearmen come off to the side there just to kind of get them worried about that as well. Can now afford the Burning Head, and away it goes. This is about to do so much damage to our friendly Marauders. Let's pull them back. You guys need to run. At all costs, run. Oh no. The death of our tribe is nigh. Oh, it bounces once more. Oh, the poor boys, run! Minimize casualties by destroying our entire army. Alright, Fire Mage, you need to quit being so dangerous. Throw some stuff that way. Got a lot of damage on the charge, clearly. Running straight at throwing axes is always dangerous. Mammoth's getting on in there. Shut them down. Come on in and claim that position. Chariots pretty easily should break that unit. And there's the victory. Victory smells nice. Maybe not here. Another excellent victory against the Crag. Luckily they escaped. I guess luckily for them. We will go ahead and just occupy Winterpire up as it is. We could sack it for a good deal of gold, but I would like to keep buildings intact for now. Eric can come on back and attack us, looks like. We luckily took not very much damage at all there, so we should be able to replenish up and face them just fine if they come on over to fight us. A lot of Marauders there.
Overrun the world.
Good sir, let's go ahead and activate the secondary form of Frostbitten there, so for more weapon strength for our Skin Wolves. Mages, we can go for the secondary point into Fate of Juno. We definitely need the Arcane Conduit.
Speak.
Definitely need the Arcane Conduit. Last point, Flamestorm. Leif over with his giant army will give him the Route Marcher and the Dominating Presence. I think I'm going to also give him the Seduction of the Serpent as well. Sorcery of the Eagle only gives him magic attacks and Fireball, which, meh. Leadership Reduction, however, is excellent.
Marauders all.
Alright, Winterfire, we can go ahead and upgrade you now. It did drop it down to a tier 1 settlement, which is a little bit unfortunate. Go at the raiding port up there at the Monolith of Flesh. And we'll have to rebuild the Altar of Spawns, sadly. That's just fine. That should have finished the next portion of our quest there, shouldn't it? There we go. We should have read the first part. We'll get to reading now. We'll go ahead and end the episode. Mammoths are important tools for... we're going to cut that out and try reading this again. Mammoths are important tools of war for the northern tribes, and highly valued for sacrifice to the dark gods. Lately, there have been sightings of some particularly impressive specimens around Norscan regions, rumored to be members of a legendary herd of behemoths known as the Great Maw Herd of the Bloodfjord. This herd is thought to graze on the icy slopes of the Mountains of Hell. These beasts shall be a great offering indeed. Go there and seek out this herd for a dark sacrifice. We completed that, and we can come on down to raid the following region, Krakadrak. Arriving in the Mountains of Hell, the elephantine beasts are nowhere to be found. Instead, it seems there are several dwarf warriors to the area, namely Slayers and Rangers. Clearly, they are too hunting this herd. You can't be sure of their motives. The nearest dwarf holds are in the nearby Glitthorn Mountains. Go there and squeeze some information out of them. Raiding Krakadrak, which we own. It's right on down here. So Eric is already going ahead and kicking that off for us. Thank you, Eric. Our provinces. See what kind of upgrades we can get to. Let's go for the tier 3 on... Which one is closest to the enemy there? I think Yedich is. Yeah, Yedich is for the north, so let's go ahead and give the upgrade to Yedich first. Walls in Volksgrad. We will upgrade the layer of the Troll King up to the village. And where else? Prague could get some walls. Probably a good idea. Grab the Plunder Hall as well. And we are on the verge of being bankrupt if we're not careful.
Chieftain of the tribe.
That's about to be a lot more gold. Now, you know what? Let's go ahead and stop upgrading in the Oblast. Which Oblast do we need? Is it the eastern one? Yeah. But stop upgrading Yedich there. Just keep the militia instead. That'll keep things a little bit more safe.
Where's my next?
We still have plenty of fighting to get up to, though. Looks like there's some Wood Elves gathering in Mordheim. A whole bunch of Dryads.
Yes.
Fair enough. We're gonna go ahead and smush the Griffin Wood once more, though.
It is said.
And we march. We have to declare war on them. Because they're a brand new faction? Interesting. Okay, well, Ostermark, I don't know that I can allow you to exist, so, sorry. War it is.
The correct.
So young. And their new faction is crumbled to dust. We will go ahead and raise this one for the Eagle. Which will put us on a little bit of a dangerous footing for the next turn against all of the Wood Elves nearby, but I think we should be able to handle it. Ungram's nowhere near. Famous last words, of course. But with that victory over Osterland again, I'm out of time for today. I've been at Space Was a Total War. I'm going to leave a like for the like on, a sub for the sub though, and I will see you on the next one.